Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a different video than my usual videos. I'm going to be doing an anti-haul. I'm so excited about doing this video because I see so many of my favorite YouTubers do these types of videos and they're so informative and they really get your mind thinking, especially if you've been thinking about buying one of the products they have mentioned, and then you kind of listen to what they have to say and you're like, they have some good points. Let me just wait on it, you know? So that's what I'm here to do today, is discuss on a few different items that I have selected. I have like a little notebook next to me because obviously I'm not gonna be holding anything up during this video, so it's gonna be a little bit different. But I have a few things that I definitely want to touch on in this video and a few products that I definitely will not be purchasing. And I'm not here to like bash or like spill tea. That's not what my channel is about. It's just my honest, like genuine opinions on why I personally won't be purchasing a product. And maybe this will help you guys also decide for yourselves if you would want to purchase something. So nonetheless, if you want to continue watching my anti-haul, then please go ahead and do so. So the first product that I want to talk about today is the infamous Tarte Shape Tape Foundation. To be honest, when I first was hearing that there was going to be a Tarte Shape Tape Foundation, I was very excited to go ahead and try it. I was like, of course I'm going to review it. Why wouldn't I? And I was just like waiting for them to release more information on the foundation so that I can go ahead and get my hands on it. And they released, like the day that it was going to launch on their website, they released the type of foundation. So they had a matte and hydrating foundation, and then they released the picture. The picture that just completely shook everyone to the core and really made everybody think, what the F? Like, what is this? It was basically a bunch of light shades and then like few medium shades and then literally like 2 dark shades. And it was like, excuse me, like, do you not realize that there's more complexions than just those 2 dark shades right there? I think that because we had such a huge success with the diversity of shade range in Fenty Beauty, it really set the standards high towards the end of 2017. And it was really moving the beauty industry towards a very, very positive direction. So for Tarte to come out in the beginning of 2018 and really just showcase very, very limited colors was just devastating. And the statements that they released saying, oh, like, don't worry, those are just the winter shades, people tend to be lighter, and the summer we're gonna make darker shades. No, what you should have done was never release these foundations, waited until you had colors for everybody, and then went ahead and said, okay, we're here, like this is all we have, and really presented us with a large shade range. Now, some people did come and tell me, you know what, like, this is your job to review foundations, stop complaining, blah, 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 blah. And guess what? Yes, I do enjoy reviewing foundations, but if I don't believe in something, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, you need this. And if you really think about it, it's more than just the makeup. It's more than just the product, the materialistic item. It goes further than that. Do you understand how many people are devastated that they cannot use a certain product because they don't have their color? It's devastating. And you would never want that to be you. You know, just because maybe you're lucky that they do have your shade, you know, that's great. But think of all the people who don't have their shade. What if you were one of the people that didn't have your shade? How would you feel? That's what you should ask yourself before you come and say that people are complaining, blah, blah, blah. Of course people are gonna be upset. They have every single right to be upset. So that's where I'm gonna leave it at with the Tarte Shape Tape Foundation. I don't wanna go too much. I don't wanna ramble on. I don't wanna make this long. I just wanted to quickly give you guys my personal opinion, but I do hope to see a huge change in a lot of makeup brands this year, and I hope that they don't make the same mistake that Tarte made. So the next product that I want to talk about is another foundation. It has a long name, so I'm going to look down at my notes because I wrote it down. It's the Dior Skin Forever Undercover Foundation. Damn, that is long, right? So it is a foundation that just launched. Whenever I go on Sephora, the app, I always go under the Just Arrived products and look for all the foundations that may interest me or foundations that you guys recommend, and look into them and see, you know, if I should purchase it or not. And so I came across this one by Dior, and I saw that it was like a matte finish, and I was like, yes, sign me up. I'm all about the matte life. And then I started reading more into it, and of course the thing that automatically turned me off was the fact that it was $52. Yes, I know, I was like, do I really need to talk about this right now? Or should I just get it? But I thought about it, and I really feel like this year, drugstore is going to be the one that we're gonna gear towards. Drugstore so far, out of the foundation reviews that I've done so far, hasn't been that many yet. But I've been extremely impressed with the quality of foundations at the drugstore. So I'm sure that the Dior Skin will have something very comparable to it in the drugstore this year that will be so much more cheaper. So I just left it at that. But then I started kind of reading about it, and it said that it had more of a water-based consistency. It was very like watery and a runny type of foundation. And I'm not into those really liquidy, watery foundations. They just get messy super quick with me, and I just like something that will definitely go ahead and be a little bit thicker, so that as soon as I put it on my skin, it's there and I can just blend it out, as opposed to something that's kind of dripping off. But I do have to say that the one thing that I was impressed about with this foundation is that they do have a very large color selection, very large range. So that's really awesome. I've seen that Dior has done a really good job of offering a pretty big color selection lately, and I think that's super admirable for companies to go ahead and do that, especially since we just went off the topic, the Tarte Shape Tape Foundation. But I think it's super awesome when we can have brands that are more high-end, really cater to everybody. And I do have to say though, the other foundation that I do have that I wish would have been a little bit different, but I think it was one of Dior's first foundations, was the Air Flash. The one that is like more that like airbrush finish. They only came out with like 4 or 5 shades, but I have heard that Jeffree Star is working with them to make more shades so that it is more universal to everybody else. Now, I'm not the biggest Jeffree Star fan, but it's not even about him. It's the fact that somebody's stepping up to the plate and helping Dior work on really making a larger color range, because I feel like it's super important, especially when it's a foundation that influencers, celebrities, anybody loves. You really want to make sure that when you're talking about something, you're like, this is amazing. You really want to make sure that it also does fulfill a lot of different complexions, because you don't want to leave anybody behind. So now I'm going to move into palettes. So I want to talk about the Too Faced White Peach palette, which retails for $45. Now, when I saw that palette, I just honestly, I kind of was like, what's the point? You know what I mean? Like, the colors are just so neutral, and personally for me, it's very hard sometimes for colors like that are so light and neutral to really show up on my eye. Unless I'm using them from transition colors or stuff like that, then that's fine. But when I'm using it to really create a look, it's not gonna cut it for me. I need brighter colors. And then they did have these 2 pops of colors. I think it was like a shimmery blue, like really, really dark blue, almost black looking, and then a pink shimmer. And I was just like, I would never really use those. And I feel like they kind of dragged the peach situation way too far out. I remember when the first peach palette came out, I really did like that one. I love the concept, the packaging, it was all great. But I feel like they just took the peach collection and dragged the life out of it, that now I'm just like, you guys took it too far. Like, we just need to stop here and just move on to the next thing. You know what I mean? For $45 can be used for my dinner and a glass of wine, and I'll be a happy camper. And now I want to talk about another palette slash brand, and that is KYLIE Cosmetics. So KYLIE Cosmetics, where do we even start? I feel like everybody's just been dragging the crap out of the brand, but I'm not here to say that the product sucks. I'm more here to say that I'm just kind of not feeling it. So we're going to talk about the Blue Honey palette that just launched, I think a few days ago. It launched this week. I think it retails for $42, but when I saw it, I did like the colors. I thought the colors were really pretty. It kind of reminds me of stuff that I personally already own in my collection, so I feel like there's no point in me purchasing something that I already have. Now, I do like formulas of KYLIE Cosmetics. I do have quite a few of her palettes, and I really enjoy them, and when I do bring them out to play, I'll play with them for quite a few weeks because they're really good products. But I'm just kind of tired of the same old, same old. I'm ready to see something different. I'm kind of ready for her to revamp her packaging, just the whole vision of it. And I don't know if it's because she's laying low because of her pregnancy or what it is, but I'm just ready for the next step with KYLIE Cosmetics. I just wish the launch took place like during early spring. I just feel like the blue honey, like with the bees and like just the like honey concept, I feel like that is a spring theme. Like that's something that I would see spring, and just the way that she promoted it, the pictures, the visuals, it just looks way too spring to me that right now I'm like, girl, I'm still in winter mode. I know in Cali it's like 80 degrees, but in Maryland it's 20 degrees and I can't deal with that right now. And I feel like they've been launching so many palettes so often. There's so many launches like back to back that I'm like, girl, I'm trying to keep up, but I can't. My wallet is not like yours. You need to hold your horses. And now I really quickly want to touch on her new lipstick. She came out with Velvets, and she came out with like 4 warm shades. And don't get me wrong, I love my warm colors, I do, but I'm just so tired of seeing the same warm colors come out. Not just from her, but from everybody. I feel like once Kat Von D did it with Lolita and a few other shades started coming out, that was awesome, but I feel like now I'm just kind of tired. I just wish she would have done a different color or different colors. Okay, and the last product I want to talk about is the Huda Beauty Bronze Sands palette. Oh my gosh, it took me so many tries to remember that name. So Huda Beauty just came out with this like highlighting palette. They've been coming out with quite a few. It kind of looks like this by KKW Beauty, how it has like 3 highlighters, and then the 4th one is a cream highlighter. So it's 3 regular highlighters and then cream highlighter. I don't think it does come with a mirror. I'm not 100% sure though. It may, but I'm not 100% sure. And I just feel like the colors are so different, and like it just goes from really light to like really, really bronzy to like goldish to like pink. And I'm just like, what? So I wasn't feeling it. I was not feeling it, and I'm sure it's an expensive palette. I want to say it's between like the 30s and 40s range, maybe even more. You get a good quantity. It's like around the same size as KKW Beauty's palette that I just showed you, but I feel like for me, I'm just so over these highlighter palettes. Unless you're a makeup freelance artist, then I totally get it. I totally see why you would want those type of palettes. But for just people that, you know, just are makeup enthusiasts and just really love to play with makeup and want to buy makeup products, I just don't get the point, because I feel like a lot of makeup junkies already have an overload of highlighters. And that comes to my last point. I feel like highlighter is just been so, I don't want to say it, but like it's getting too overloaded here in the industry. And that's not me bashing Huda Beauty, because let me tell you, her faux filter foundation is my life. That's just me saying I wish companies would stop coming out with all these highlighter palettes and just bring out like maybe 1 or 2 highlighters that are really amazing twice a year. You know what I mean? I feel like we've been doing this highlighter scene for so long that I'm really waiting to see something really beautiful. It's harder, especially now, because I feel like there's so many people trying to do it and there's so many things coming out. It's harder to keep up and to kind of create really unique shades. But I feel like it can be done if people just stop trying to throw so much makeup out there and really focus on making like a staple piece for 2018 or 2019, because I know people are already working on 2019 products. So those are all the products that I wanted to talk about today. I hope that I kind of like opened your mind a little bit in case you want to purchase these. And I'm not saying like I want to stop you from purchasing them. No, I just kind of want to like maybe help you see things in a way that you wouldn't have prior to watching this video, because that's what anti-hauls do for me. Whenever I really want to kind of know a little bit more about a product, I go to Tarte. She has done anti-hauls. Also Kendall Alfred, she's done anti-hauls, and I love watching them. I feel like they really kind of inspire me, like, okay, you can hold off, you know what I mean? So if you guys have any products that you will not be buying this month, then please let me know which ones they are if I didn't mention them in this video, and let me know why you won't be buying them. Go ahead and leave that down below in the comment section so that we can all kind of learn and see what we do not need in our life. Because girl, I'm telling you, it feels so good when you walk into a makeup store and you're only there to get the makeup wipes, and you only get the makeup wipes. So let's help each other have self-control in this video. So don't forget to leave your products that you will not be buying down below in the comment section. And if you guys enjoyed watching my first anti-haul, then please go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe down below and become a member of family here on YouTube, because I wouldn't want you guys to miss a video for the world, because we always hook you up with the best makeup tips, best makeup reviews, best tutorials. You guys know, the best of the best. So go ahead and subscribe. And that being said, I'll be seeing you guys very, very soon for a brand new video. Bye guys.